Boom. What is up, everybody? It's damn, bro's matching me. We're both wearing the NFL, even though we ain't talking about any football today. We got basketball, we got baseball, and we got picks for y'all today on this fine show. Bro, I'm pretty sure we crushed all the picks we gave out on this show yesterday. So let's see if we can't do it again. How'd you end up doing coming out yesterday?
We had a great day. And I know you did as well. We ended up 8 units on the day yesterday. Parlay hit. Basically everything hit except for the Angels against the White Sox. But a great day outside of that. How about you?
Man, it was an all right day for me, honestly. I mean, my big play was BYU yesterday, and they got absolutely smacked. But you know what? I hit all the other college hoops plays. Baseball, the Pirates cucked me once we got off here, but it's a long season. I'll have plenty of chances to get it back on bad bullpens. So, I just know that's how it goes, man. It's up and down with stuff like that. So, not going to cry about it or anything like that. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff today. Did you, what was your favorite? Did you end up watching any baseball games last night, or did you just March Madness?
No, just March Madness. No baseball. I didn't watch any yesterday. How about you?
I watched some of the Diamondbacks game, but once I got back, I watched just like the end of the Arkansas game. Then I went to bed. Hey, what up, Philly special? We got my boy in here in the chat, dropping in the live today. Damn, we already got 30 people in here, man. The people are flowing in here today, guys. We got Friday baseball, we got Friday NBA, we got Friday March Madness, and we got free picks for y'all and everything. Bro, what are you getting into this weekend, man?
Yeah, dog sitting in March Madness. And also, I'm going golfing tomorrow. We were going to go golfing Sunday. Looks like a tsunami is coming through Ohio, so we're going golfing tomorrow. What about you?
Interesting. Tsunami coming through Ohio. Man, I got to move tomorrow, and it's going to be capping games, watching games, betting on games. So, same old shit TP3 does just a different day. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to get to this money once again and watch. Dude, to me, the Elite Eight tomorrow is going to be insane. Then, of course, we're going to have the Elite Eight on Sunday as well. We got games tonight. It's a great weekend here, and it's like, dude, it's almost like depressing the weekend after the Final Four, but then the NBA playoffs come in and it's great. But I'm going to miss all this nonstop college hoops action. But with all that being said, bro, I know you got to play for the people. Do you want to give out a play today in the MLB?
Yeah, you know what? I can do that. I got an MLB play. Also, we just let it go over our heads. What, T? You moving into your own mansion? You're upgrading. He's made so much money here.
Fuck, I wish, man. I'm moving into my buddy's condo, actually. So I wish I was moving into a mansion, or I wish I was. Honestly, don't want to move out of this place I'm in now, but my roommate already didn't want to pay the rent here anymore, so our lease is up. So, I mean, it's expensive where we live now right now. So save a little money, still have a nice pad. So y'all get ready for the new setup for videos and everything. We're changing it up with guns again, baby.
About to be sick. I'm excited for you, brother. New chapter, new season. As always, swaggy T, drippy T, slippery T. All right.
Slippery.
Yeah, too slippery.
Yeah, I put bro on Boss Man D-Lo. He was sleeping, bro. Now he knows what I'm all about.
Yeah. Have $1 million on account. Still got ash in it. I do have one play in the MLB that's left today. It's an interesting play. But I do really, really like it. We're going to go. Actually, it's your team. It's actually your team. Braves, Padres, first 5 under 4.5. I got it at minus 145. It's been steamed pretty heavily up to like minus 160, 165. I really like this because I like Reynaldo Lopez. He's one of the best pitchers in the MLB in terms of control, in terms of keeping the ball in the yard. Against the Padres team, that's really, really important to do. And Dylan Cease, there's all these rumors about him being traded to the Yankees. I think this is his final interview. I think we see a good performance here. That trade probably happens sooner rather than later. But it's very important that he comes out and has a great performance. Early in the year, you see that typically speaking, pitchers have the upper hand. Now, day one, we got a lot of big scores. So I'm really hoping that's a trend that maybe was just like a one-off. And today we go back to normal, which is usually the beginning of the season is pitching battles and lower totals. So I like Reynaldo Lopez and Dylan Cease to go through the first 5 innings and keep the total score under 4.5.
Yeah, there's really no telling if the balls right now are juiced or not. I mean, last year they apparently got rid of the juice baseballs. This year they might be back once again. Hey, appreciate you, Travis. Glad to have you back in here with the boys once again. We got all the goats coming in here today to say what's up to us. But I'm going to stay in the same game for my pick. I'm just going to take the Braves plus 127 on the money line. I mean, I just don't really like. I think it's the type of series where you bet on the underdog. And so, look, this is by no means is this a track system by me. No, by no means they're a foolproof system like this. But look, this ain't my first rodeo when it comes to betting on the MLB. I've been doing this now for about almost 10 years at this point. I guess it's like 9-ish years I've been betting on sports, betting on baseball. And one thing I've just noticed year to year is typically like the good teams, after they lose the first game of the season, typically they come out the second game with a sense of urgency and they really don't want to start the season 0-2. And I think there's some value today backing underdogs who lost yesterday or backing teams in general who lost yesterday. Regardless, like it's like I said yesterday, a bunch of people were like, are we not taking your Braves today with Chris Sale on the mound? I said, I don't really know if the Braves should be road favorites in San Diego. This time they're underdogs. The Braves lost to the Padres in the playoffs last year, so there's the revenge factor. The Braves hit the ball decently well yesterday. They saw the ball well. They had plenty of chances to score runs, even though they didn't score as many as we would have liked. I think this is a great spot to get equally as good of a pitcher in Lopez. Sure, he doesn't pump gas like that Dylan Cease does, but he's going to get outs in this game. I like the Braves to win this game on the money line as an underdog. They have a good bullpen as well. We'll take the Braves here full game to win this game outright. I mean, I think it's going to be a damn good game, and it's on later as well, so I'll probably catch the tail end of it after watching these basketball games.
Yeah. I actually really like to play. I lean to the Braves at plus money on the money line as well. I don't have the stones like you. And it's your home team too, so you have a little bit of added knowledge about the team and maybe a little just more confidence in knowing what you're getting. So I love the play. I love the play. And if I had to pick a side, it would definitely be the Braves, especially with that unknown of Dylan Cease and like, hey, I'm probably going to get traded to the Yankees. Have you seen those reports? Have you read all that stuff?
Yeah, I've seen some of it. We don't really know what's going to happen with Cease, to be honest with you, but there's a good chance he does get traded to the Yankees here. I mean, the Padres are kind of weird. The Padres do have a stacked farm system, but they're also kind of unloading talent. So we'll see if they end up unloading talent there or not. Anything from the NBA tonight before we jump into these March Madness games?
It's not official. I'm waiting for the actual injury reports to be released. But I'm going to go back to my guy. I really like Evan Mobley, points plus rebounds today. I do. You have Ty Jerome out. You have Max Struss out. You have just people getting rest because it's load management. It's towards the end of the season. They want to get their guys fresh for the playoffs. Mobley was out last game. You saw the last time he missed a game, it was load management. It was like ankle injury management or some shit like that. But he was playing through an injury. He's fine. Last time he sat out a game and then came back the next game, 28-14. He had like 40-2 PRA or some shit like that. So,
wow.
Yeah, I do really like Evan Mobley over his points plus rebounds, but I want to make sure that he's actually playing, and I also want to see the lineup for the opposition as well. I want to take advantage of all angles. TP3, what about you? Any NBA?
I got one play. I'm going to leave that one in VIP since I just gave you all baseball one, and I'm going to give you all another exclusive in March Madness here in a few minutes. But only one play for me tonight. You know, I do kind of lean towards Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant to go over their point totals since they're playing against each other tonight. Also do kind of lean the Suns to cover. They just got embarrassed by 30 points by Boston. So those would be my leans. I don't hate the Warriors just blowing the Pelicans out. I know Steph Curry's probably not going to play, but the Warriors got embarrassed by the Heat, and the Pelicans are a total joke. So I think those would be probably my looks on the card. I actually have a play I like tomorrow. Tomorrow's game, let's see if the spread's out yet. If it's out yet, I'll drop it on here right for y'all right now. Tomorrow's game, so the Heat and the 76ers don't have a total posted yet, but I don't know what the total is going to come out at in this Heat 70 or not. Sorry, not the total. The spread's going to come out at in the Heat Pacers game, but I'm definitely going to take the Heat to beat the why do I keep saying Pacers? 76ers. There we go. I think the Heat smack the 76ers tomorrow. So that would be my one NBA lean for tomorrow. But anyway, let's get down to this business here. This is why there's 120 people watching right now. This is what they want to see. They want to hear us talk about March Madness here. We have four big games tonight. Two of the games are going on my backyard here in Atlanta, Georgia. Bro and I got free plays for y'all for all the games. We got plays in all the games as well. Bro, you want to tell the people real quick here before we get into Michigan State and Ole Miss where they can find all your picks?
Yes, you can find me over on SoBet. Go to any social media after searching "What Up, Bro," anywhere, quite literally. Find the link tree, find the SoBet, get in there. if that's not your style and you need locks from me, shoot me a message. We'll find a way to make it happen. I'll send you a carrier pigeon right from my fucking windowsill to yours with a scroll in the locks if need be. That's how you find me. T, what about you?
Yeah, I've got plays up on SoBet every single day. I post daily free picks over there and some other picks occasionally. So make sure you follow me over there. Click the link in my bio. Use code BROBRO. Use code TP3 to get over there. I also sell VIP on there as well. Then if you guys just want to get more specified packages and get it just from me only, click the link in my bio, guys, for fan bases. I have a bunch of plays up over there as well. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. We're going to smack tonight. We got Michigan State taking on Ole Miss. The spread on this game is 3.5. The over-under is 44.5, 144.5. Bro, we'll defer to you here. You got the pick in this game. What you got?
Yeah, I do have a pick in this game. I have a 4-unit Mega Whale fucking Megalodon Smacker. That one's staying on SoBet. I am going to let T break down a play. It may actually be the same one if he's willing. If not, I do have a 2-leg that I'm willing to give out, and part of it is involved in this game. So we're going to let T take control of the situation right here. He's either going to give you a play in the Michigan State game, or he may just give you a different play, and then I'll come back to the 2-leg in a minute.
Yeah, you know what, guys? When I look at this matchup between these two teams here, I got to go with Michigan State minus 3.5. I mean, look at Ole Miss. Sure, they beat Iowa State. They didn't have their best player on the floor. Sure, they beat North Carolina. North Carolina was, 1-11 in quad 1 games. I mean, I get it. Ole Miss, SEC team. The SEC looks good. Look, I've been the guy advocating for the SEC. Y'all follow me. Y'all see my videos I post on here. Y'all see my tweets. I'm all about the SEC. I truly don't think Ole Miss is really that great of a team. You look at Ole Miss when they took on a lot of the top-tier SEC teams when they weren't at home, and they didn't play too well. Ole Miss shot the ball pretty well in some of these games. Well, Michigan State's holding opponents to 27.3% from the three-point line. They're one of the best three-point defenses in all of college basketball. They have athleticism. They can run in these games. It's Tom Izzo in March Madness. I like how all these things here line up for Michigan State. I think Michigan State is a superior team. I mean, it's like we just said, guys. Ole Miss is lucky to get as far as they have. I think Ole Miss has a good team. I'm not going to sit here and say they're not. I think Chris Beard's a damn good coach, but I just don't see them having the elite bigs inside. Michigan State's going to beat them up, getting inside and scoring against them. And I don't think those three-point shots will fall. They're going to make guys like Padula play defense. I like some of the wings on Ole Miss, but I just don't think this Ole Miss team's that great. And I think they can go stagnant on offense. We saw them go stagnant, and we saw North Carolina come running back. Ole Miss, I mean, they've coasted in both games. Let's see them get a close game here. They kind of threw that one away against Arkansas. They kind of did it against North Carolina. Let's see what they can do with some pressure in this game. I got to get back Izzo in this game. I think Michigan State ends up pulling away late and winning this game by like 7 or 8 points. I think it'll be sweaty, but here's one more factor that's active in this game. You look at March Madness, the whole teams, good free throw shooting teams. This is 77% or higher. These teams historically are about 63%. This is with over 30 years of data, or 63% against the spread in games in the NCAA tournament. Michigan State fits the criteria. If I think Michigan State's going to be up at the end of the game, they're going to be shooting free throws. Don't take the money line. Take the spread. We'll cover 3.5.
Yeah, I like where your head's at. I just want to add on. Ole Miss 6-6 against the spread versus ranked opponents with a loss margin of 5.5 points. Michigan State 8-2 against the spread versus ranked opponents with a win margin of 14.3 points. Ole Miss total against the spread is 18-16. Michigan State against the spread in total is 24-10. Lastly, I think momentum is a big thing. And we get caught up in the fact that Ole Miss has won 2 tournament games, and I totally agree with you about your angles on North Carolina and Iowa State. But coming into the tournament, they were 3-5 straight up in their last 8 and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8. Michigan State finished on an 8-1 run against the spread and straight up. They got beat in a very, very close game against Wisconsin in the last possession. That's their only loss. I love Michigan State. I think you're really onto something here.
Hey, I'll do you one better. Michigan State's 10-1 straight up and ATS in their last 11 games. So There's one a little better for you right there. And there's one other point you made me think of too that I wanted to make, but I think we drilled this one home. So we'll move on here to the Kentucky versus Tennessee game. Tennessee's a 4.5-point favorite here. The total in this game is 144.5. Bro has a pick. I'm going to let him give it out because my picks align with his as well.
Yes, absolutely. Guys, I'm not going to overthink this, okay? I am fully aware and fully agree with the fact that Tennessee plays great defense, is one of the better defensive teams in the league. And I do believe that we see, first of all, to beat a team 3 times is nearly impossible in the same season when you're talking about this type of talent. But we also have seen that Kentucky is just not a great matchup for Tennessee in terms of pace. Tennessee has played at a faster pace as of late and had success in doing so. I think we see 2 teams get up and down the floor. I think we go over the total, first of all. But I'm going to just say on my side of things with Kentucky. Kentucky, in 35 games this year, has scored 70 or more points in 31 of them. You can get their team total right now at 69.5 for minus 125. They're 2-0 against Tennessee this year over that number. They're healthy. And Tennessee just gave up 62 to Wofford. They just gave up 62 to Wofford. They won the game by plenty. But 62 to Wofford? Is Kentucky not 8 points better than fucking Wofford? I think they are. So I like Kentucky team total over 69.5. But I do think this is where the Wildcats run ends. Beating a team 3 straight times in the SEC is very, very tough. And I fully lean Tennessee in terms of a side. I'm just not on a side in this game. T, do you have a play in this one for the people?
I do have a side in this game. It's a max play, so I'm not going to give it out. But I like a lot of what Bro said on the total, and I do have a 1-unit play in this game on the total. Let's talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even going to say that because it's going to hint at what I have here. But Bro hit the nail on the head on the Kentucky total aspect of things. I mean, they're averaging over 90 points per game, and the total in this game is 144.5. Typical Kentucky total is over 20 points higher than this in the regular season. A typical Tennessee total against teams like Auburn and Alabama is about in this range, and Kentucky, which are the elite offenses of the SEC. So this total, I would say, is showing value. I think it should be a little closer to 150. Tennessee over the total in 5 out of their last 7 games. They're also over the total in 4 out of their last 5 SEC games. And here's the real thing that pushed me over the edge to make 2 plays in this game. Historically, in college basketball, when 2 teams play each other for a 3rd time in a season, so if they play twice in the regular season, they don't meet in the conference tournament, and then they play in March Madness. This has happened 13 times ever. 13 times ever. The over has hit in 11 of 13 matchups between these teams. Why that's so, I guess that one team tries to switch up what they're doing a lot so they can try to win the game, aka that'd be Tennessee. Maybe we see Tennessee push a little bit more pace in this game. They have the best player on the floor with Chaz Lanier, who I would argue is outside of Cooper Flagg is probably the best player left in the entire tournament. Maybe I'm forgetting somebody, bro, but who would you rather have, Walter Clayton or Chaz Lanier?
I'm a Walter Clayton guy, but Chaz Lanier is a baller too.
I'm a Chaz Lanier guy. And look, I'm usually never a Tennessee guy. Usually I'm an anti-Tennessee guy, but I'm a Chaz Lanier guy here. So let's move on to the next game here. I think we've cemented this one in place. We like points in this game tonight. Me and Bro both do. We got Michigan taking on Auburn in my backyard here. The total in this game is up to 154.5. Auburn's an 8.5-point favorite. I'll go first in this game since I'm going to give out a pick, and we'll see if Bro agrees with me or not. I'm going to take Auburn minus 8.5 points here. I mean, look, Michigan was trending down in the season. They were on a 2-9 ATS run entering the conference tournament. Look, I can't take away from what they did in the conference tournament. I mean, Wisconsin was missing wide open jump shots. UC San Diego came all the way back down double digits and blew the game at the end against them. They could have had easy chances to win that game at the end of it. I don't think Michigan's that good. Auburn's going to have Cardwell and Broome inside so they can bang with their big men. I don't think that it's going to be like any sort of defensive mismatch here for their big men, which is what I think they used to beat Texas A&M and to beat UC San Diego. Auburn's the best team that they've faced in a while. They were able to avoid Michigan State in the conference tournament. Michigan State dog walked them both times they faced them, and that's the best team they played recently. I think Auburn's offense 3-point shooting is going to be way too much for him. Miles Kelly out on the perimeter. I think this Auburn team is a lot better than this team. And Auburn, in my opinion, like Everybody was hopping on Creighton. I apologize, bro. I think you were on. Weren't you on Creighton?
No, I wasn't on Creighton. Wasn't on Creighton.
Just kidding. Good thing Bro wasn't on Creighton. It was full card soup who was on him. So apologize to anybody who took Creighton. I thought it was the right play, but I was telling everybody Auburn's on an 0-5 ATS run. They're so due for a get right cover spot, and that's exactly what they did in the second half. They circled the wagons. I think they'll do the same thing here. I think they have tons of Michigan's going to try to play through these big men, and it's not going to work for him inside. Trey Donaldson, he did play for Auburn. They didn't even offer him to come back, so it was a Trey Donaldson revenge game. But let's not forget, who put Auburn out of the tournament last year? Danny Wolf and Yale. I guarantee you Bruce Pearl's in there saying, look at these fucking guys. They think they can beat us. We're the number one team. This is our chance to right our wrongs here. I think Auburn comes out here. I think they swarm Danny Wolf. I think they swarm Michigan, and I think they smack Michigan and run them out of the gym here. Might be tight at halftime like the Florida game, but I think the second half will play a lot like the Florida game did. Give me Auburn -8.5. What do you think?
Yeah. I will say this. We are on a lot of the same picks today. And sometimes it just isn't that way. Today, this is the only play that we don't see exactly eye to eye on. I hope that Auburn wins by 9. That's all I'll say. I hope that Auburn wins by 9 because I do have Michigan plus 9.5. I do agree with a lot of the things you say. And this...
We got some dogs in the background, man. The dogs are barking. We don't need the dogs barking today, dude. We're on the favorites so far.
Yeah, that's true. They know. No, dude, some guy's launching shotguns. I just hear this dude shooting guns. I'm in the country.
You can duck if you need to.
You can't hear this?
No.
Sounds like a damn fireworks show. Anyways, all right. We're just going to fight through it. I'm here to tell you, this is kind of like, I'm just being predictory, I guess. Auburn has failed us many times before. I've just seen them collapse too many times against nobodies. Getting bounced by Yale, getting bounced the year before that. Something about them is just like, hey, this is a flop-worthy team. And I'll just say this. Michigan is covered in 5 of their last 5, and Auburn is 1-5 against the spread in their last 6. Baker Mazar is questionable. And Auburn fouls a lot, and Michigan gets to the line a lot. I 1,000% think Auburn wins this game, but there is a small, a little fucking reminder, somebody just sitting on my shoulder telling me, hey, remember last year? Remember the year before last year? Remember Bruce Pearl, SEC tournament? Remember collapse after collapse? And I swear, if the day starts well, I may just sprinkle a little bit on the money line. There's no way that all the favorites can win. There has to be one upset. I think it's this game.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I honestly thought the upsets were going to come last night. I liked BYU and I liked Arkansas. I mean, I don't know, bro. I think it might be straight chalk again. I really do.
You might be right.
I really do. It's a scary place to be in, but hey, the underdogs went 2-2 against the spread, went 2-2 against the spread. So I mean, it's not like the underdogs got reverse swept against the spread. Let's go to the final game of the night. Purdue is catching 8.5 points tonight, playing in Bankers Fieldhouse in Indiana. Total in this game is 133.5. What are you doing in this one?
So this is why I was a bit hesitant to talk on the Michigan State game. I am going to give you 2 money line plays and then defer to T to take on the rest of this play. I am going to take Michigan State money line, and I'm going to parlay it with Houston money line. It's -111. So I put 2.2 units on it. I think it's a very strong play. I really love Michigan State to win against the spread, to win, whatever. And I like Houston to win. I think Purdue is so fucking fraudulent, and I think it's bullshit that this dog shit team somehow lucks out and they get basically a home game. No. I think that's disgusting. It's bullshit. It makes me upset for Houston because they're the better team. They should have the home court advantage. They're the higher seeded team. They should have the home court advantage. But I'm here to tell you, Michigan State money line, Houston money line. That's the play, 2 units. T, what say you?
Yeah, I don't see how that loses, to be honest with you. Yeah, I see. I think what's going to happen here in this game, by the way, guys, I just tagged it below in the comments. If you're on here right now, you better be following at What Up Bro on X. You guys need to give him a follow. I'm about to tell you guys why you need to be following him. So just go ahead and hit the fucking follow button on him right now. But anyway, I agree with you, bro. Like when I look at this matchup, I think it's a really bad matchup for Kaufman-Wren inside. I think he's going to get swarmed by Houston's bigs, and Houston has bigs and bodies to throw at him. Roberts is a really crafty defender, so he's not going to go for all that BS and get in foul trouble in this game. I think they shut him down. And then on the flip side of things, this is another part of this matchup I really, really like. What is Houston the best at? They're the best defense in all of college basketball. They're having a historical defensive season here. It's not getting talked about enough. And what are they going to do? They're going to swarm what's his face? Braden Smith when he's dribbling the ball out top. They will swarm the two primarily ball guys, and they'll make the rest of Purdue beat them. I don't think Fletcher Lawyer is going to be bombing threes. That's his name, right? Fletcher Lawyer? Yeah, I don't think he's going to be bombing threes and beat Purdue and beat Houston by himself. If he does, so freaking be it. I think Houston comes out here, and I think they really frustrate Purdue here. And Purdue is a terrible interior defense. I believe they're 297th at defending the inside on 2-point shots. And there's 364 teams, I think, now in Division I college basketball. They always add a couple every single year, but we're somewhere in the 360s. So the fact that they could be this highly rated of a team and have that bad of a 2-point defense says a lot about how bad it truly is. I think that Houston will be able to get what they need in this game, and I think Purdue is going to struggle, man, to get stops. That being said, I didn't play the spread in this game. I played on the total, but I'm not giving it out.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think they cover the spread, but like 8.5, a road game, Sweet 16, that just screams backdoor bullshit cover. Like Houston's up 11, up 12. Yeah. And then, just like, okay, the game's over. Let's let them score.
Yeah, I think if I had to bet one underdog on the card, it would be Purdue. I will say, though, I really don't like Purdue's matchup with how they're really dependent on two players. And I think Houston can really swarm those guys. And like, that's what I've been talking about. Me and you've talked about it on streams all season long. These one-dimensional teams that really rely on like one or two players to do everything for them. Houston's a matchup nightmare for you. Like they just swarm you on defense and force you into making bad plays. I mean, if Braden Smith gets some help in this game, Purdue can win outright. That's what it's going to come down to is the rest of Purdue's team. I don't trust anybody else to step up on this team. I've watched them play enough times. So we'll see what happens. Bro, anything else you want to tell the people, man, before we get out of here? We got 203 people watching, a weekly win streak record. So we appreciate y'all for stopping by here. Guys, unfortunately, we will not be able to go live on here tomorrow. I have to move. Midday Saturday is going to be too hard to fit something in. So unfortunately, hey, Mike says, let's go Houston. Let's go, Mike. Fortunately, guys, we will not be able to go live on here, like I just said. So make sure you follow us. I'm still going to post up a free play video for y'all. If y'all want to click the link in our bios for SoBet, use code TP3, code BROBRO. We post free picks on there every single day, so y'all will be missing our free picks. We post content on our TikTok, Twitters, YouTubes, all at TP3 Bets, all at What Up Bro. So make sure you follow him. Bro's going to drop an exclusive pick for y'all on X tomorrow. So make sure you get that, Bro. Anything else you want to say to the people, man?
Yeah, 4-leg parlay. You ready? 4-leg parlay. Michigan State money line. Michigan plus 13.5. Kentucky team total over 65.5. Houston minus 2.5. It has to smack. It will smack.
Yeah, I couldn't talk you off a single one of those. So I like that 4-leg parlay a lot right there. We got one pick tonight in the MLB, guys, one in the NBA, 5 in college hoops. So let's see if we can't get a little sweep action in here. We have a full slate of MLB tomorrow. I'll drop an additional MLB pick for y'all as well on X. So make sure y'all follow me. I'm going to give y'all 2 free picks tomorrow. Bro, let's get some fucking money tonight, man. It's been a pleasure doing the show with you, and we'll talk to y'all on Monday.
Love you. God bless you guys. Have a great weekend. Cash all your bets. Be safe.